Why don't you kick it off, Roy?
All right, my NFC sleeper this year is gonna be the New Orleans Saints this year.
Really?
I got Saints this year. I like Michael Thomas is coming back. I love Olave coming out of the draft. Jarvis Landry in the slot. O
Okay.
line's not too shabby. I know Kamara's gonna be gone for a little bit. I know last year Jameis got hurt and whatnot, and I think
Hmm.
Sean Payton kind of forced them to like not bomb the ball and be aggressive. They kind of turned him to a check down king, kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah.
played it safe.
Hmm. Especially
Uh,
the same thing he did with what's his name, Taysom Hill.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
this
Taysom
year,
Hill wasn't good, so I don't blame him.
yeah, the quarterbacks were just awful last year. But
Yeah.
I don't. I like Jameis. I think he's a good dude. I know he gets a lot. I know he throws a lot of picks and whatnot. But you gotta be fair. That 2019 year, I know he went 30 for 30 in touchdowns and interceptions. But he also threw for some major yardage
I
that
think he
year.
threw 5,000,
I think
5,100,
he threw
something
for
like that. Yeah.
5K. And
I
like
probably have it.
if he doesn't get limited this year to like just check downs and screens and like short stuff, I think James could do some damage with Olave going deep, Jarvis in the slot, and also Michael Thomas. I'm not saying they're gonna be like Super Bowl or like. I think they have a good chance to make playoffs though.
Talent. They look good. Uh, Offense struggled, as you know. Um, couldn't really get any consistent quarterback play. Jameis was hurt. Taysom's really a fullback that could throw the ball. Uh, I'm going Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles. Hmm.
I think Jalen Hurts is going to take full control of the offense this year. He's going to take that sophomore. I know a lot of people say sophomore slump, but I think he's going to take a sophomore jump. Uh, Goddard, killer tight end. They don't really have that good of a running game. I can't really talk about that. But you got AJ Brown.
You
You
know what
got
else the
Goddard.
Eagles got?
They got Devontae Smith.
Nah, they got a great fucking O line this year.
I don't know something about that offense. I don't think the defense is going to be that great. Kind of got some old players, Fletcher Cox and all that. But the offense, I really think AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, they're going to mesh. Goddard, Jalen Hurts is athletic. You've seen in some games, he almost led comebacks. The one against Tampa Bay, they just let it rip. Jalen Hurts showed pure athleticism and he almost came back. He didn't get the dub, but he brought it in to one score. And they were down, I think, about 20, I want to say 21 points, 23 points. I could be wrong. I'm going off the top of my head. It's pretty hard to remember an exact score. Uh, but yeah, I got the Eagles. So I got them winning the division. I got them not winning the Super Bowl. I don't see them going to the NFC Championship. You know, we got Tampa, we got the Rams. The 49ers might make an appearance in the playoffs if Trey Lance could play it. But to win their division, I'm taking the Eagles, especially because Dallas lost Cooper. Ezekiel Elliott looks 300 pounds, like I said last video. Mike McCarthy effect. Um, Dak, the Cowboys, I don't know. They have all the talent in the world. They just can't get it going. So I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm going Philly. Um, but now let's move into the next segment. Let's go. Do you want to go tight end or wide receiver first? Top 10.
Let's go wide receiver first. Before we do that, I just want to answer your Eagles pick.
Mm,
I know for sure Jalen Hurts is gonna needs to take that step up because then I was
yeah.
watching a video recently. A YouTuber by the name of Alex Rollins. He does film breakdown.
Okay.
So apparently Hurts doesn't like to throw through the middle of the field, and the one route that AJ Brown does run a lot is through the middle, which is whether it's a dig or whatever, he runs through the middle of the field a lot. So that's
Mm.
just something to keep an eye on. But
So
hopefully Hurts can take that next step.
do you think maybe AJ Brown and I'll be honest, I'm not a Tannehill guy. I never was. A lot of people said I was crazy for it, whatever. Do you think that AJ Brown's most of his route running in the middle had to do with Tannehill not being the best quarterback in routes, kind of like Jimmy Garoppolo, where everything
Throwing
was in
only
the
the middle
middle?
to Debo.
Yeah, Kittle, Debo, Ayuk. Do you think maybe it's because not Jimmy, Ryan couldn't really stretch it to the outside?
I don't know if it was scheme based or if because that's what Tannehill does best is throw the
Right.
middle like Jimmy Garoppolo. But I think we just need to find out this upcoming season when we watch the Eagles play a little bit, see if it's more. Is that only because Tannehill could throw it to the middle of the field, or is it more because Jalen Hurts doesn't attack the middle of the field?
Right.
We'll just see how it goes.
Well, we'll see. I do think Jalen Hurts throws a little better on the outside, especially because he's athletic, he's mobile, he's usually outside of the pocket when he throws. I'm not saying that he can't throw in the pocket. I'm saying that he could throw outside the pocket a lot better than a lot of quarterbacks. He's a lot more mobile, scramble. Uh, he has that, that not an X factor yet, but he has that factor where if he goes outside the pocket, it will suck some defense in because he can take off. He's not Lamar take off, but he's fast enough to get a quick 10 yards if defense is turned around playing man, whatever. Um, that being said, those are our locks. Let's go into the top 10 wide receivers. We're not talking fantasy. We're not basing it off all time. We're not basing it off of, we're basing a little bit off of last year, but top 10 wide receivers of 2022. I'll let you kick off. I'm pretty sure we got the same guy.
Devontae Adams, number
Devontae
one.
Adams.
I know he's playing with Carr this year, and everyone's gonna think he's not gonna get his numbers with Carr this year in the Raiders, but the guy's a beast, man. Nothing left to be said. The guy's a freaking beast.
Can't argue that. He's probably the best route runner in the NFL. He's probably the best at getting separation. What did he do last year? 123 receptions, 1,500 yards, 11 touchdowns. That's fucking sick. He and I know a lot of people, like you just mentioned, got him a little bit on a decline because he's in Oakland, not Oakland, Las Vegas. They've been balling in Fresno State. They balled out together. They went to school together. They're best friends. As much as everyone would have liked to say Aaron and Devontae were best friends, Derek Carr, off season, is chilling with Devontae. Last year, year before that, they're boys. They're running routes, off season, fucking around. If they're not in the Super Bowl, they're drinking beers, they're kicking back. College teammates. That's why he's there. Apparently, Derek Carr owes him a car. Carr owes Devontae a car for signing with the Raiders.
Chemistry matters in the league. A lot of people don't realize that.
For sure, that's huge, especially on timing routes, especially on option routes. You know what I'm saying? So I think they have the chemistry. I don't think he might not get 1,500 yards.
Too many mouths to feed.
Exactly. In Green Bay, it was who? Him. It was Devontae and Aaron Jones basically getting the ball, right? Now you got Devontae, Darren Waller, Hunter Renfrow, Josh Jacobs could run. So I don't know. We got Devontae, both number one. And by the way, like the last show, these lists were made separately. Okay, we didn't make them together. We didn't call and say, hey, who you got number 5? This is our IQ, our thing. If you disagree, let us hear it. Go in the comments below. We'll
Especially
appreciate.
if you watched the first episode.
Exactly.
The QB was a hot take. I'll say that.
QB was a hot take. He don't like somebody. I got someone a little higher than he would. So we'll see. Number 2.
I got Cup.
I got Cup.
All right.
You
Cooper
got
Cup. 1,800 yards, double-digit TDs. Pretty much nothing changed so far. Stafford's still the QB. They lost Odell. Got
100 yards. 1947.
1947.
That's fucking crazy.
It's pretty much the same. Still got. They lost Odell hasn't come back yet, but I know McVay's trying to get him back. They got A-Rob. Offense is still pretty much the same.
Do you think Allen Robinson takes away from Cooper Cup?
I think Cooper's just going to get his regardless, but I'm not expecting 1,900 yards again, but maybe like at least 1,300. That sounds reasonable. If he doesn't get hurt.
I agree. So if Cooper Cup gets close to 1,900 yards again, does he take Devontae's spot at number 1?
I would say yes. If he back to back 1,900 yards,
That's
doesn't
fucking
matter the
crazy.
as long as he gets close to double digit touchdowns, say like 8 to 10.
Right.
He probably makes the list number one next year.
Okay. So same dudes. Um, number three.
I got Justin Jefferson.
Really?
Yeah.
So I got another boy from LSU. I have Jamar.
All right. I'm only going with Justin Jefferson for three because back to back good seasons with Kirk. I'm not hating on Jamar, but let's see what Jamar does this upcoming season.
So you just want to see like more of a
Consistency.
consistency, more of a
Yeah.
track record, like
Yeah, no,
Justin
as long
Jefferson has.
as no heavy sophomore slump, and we'll see how it goes from there.
Well, I think that's going to come down to some offensive line play. Um, but Burrow, he's a dog, So I'm going Jamar. I can't disagree with you. Uh, who do you got for four?
Ooh, Stefan Diggs.
I got Stefan Diggs at four as well.
I mean, him and Josh Allen are boys. They got chemistry.
Yeah.
Diggs has been consistent ever since he went to Buffalo. He's been consistent.
He's been okay. Look, Stefan Diggs is always good. He's always been good. Going to Buffalo turned him into a rock star.
It was that one trade that worked out for both teams. Buffalo got a number one wideout, and then Vikings took Jefferson with that pick. So it worked out for both teams.
That doesn't happen.
That rarely happens where both teams wins out of a trade.
So yeah, I got Stefan Diggs. Probably. I'll give route running to Devontae, but Diggs is there.
Diggs is up there.
It's not even a 1-2 conversation. I think it's a 1A 1B conversation. Again, like I said, if you guys disagree with anything, this is our opinion. That's fine. Whatever.
We're cool with it. We're always up for discussion and whatnot.
Always.
We're reasonable.
We will be down if you're available to bring you on the show. As long as everything's respectful, everything. Come on the show or leave comments. Give us your top 10. We'll give you our top 10 and we'll discuss it. We want to be one of the shows where people could come on, voice their opinions.
And not get butthurt by others' opinions.
We're not going to kick you off for, giving your opinion. So, anyway, 5.
I had Chase at 5.
I have Deandre
Hopkins.
Yeah. Do you want to touch on Chase being on 5?
I pretty much said what I said when Arlo gave him at number 3, I think. I just want to see him have another big year, like consistent. That's about it. And then that's all. That's my only thing.
Yeah, I think for Deandre,
he had a down year last year for sure.
He did, but I don't have his stats in front of me like I have the rest of them. That's the one I fucking forgot. But it's Deandre. He's consistently making us say, wow. If people talk about X factors and wow factors and other shit, Deandre's got it. He's got hands that make mine look puny. He's got the catch radius is insane.
I know we're not supposed to go through the past, but this man did work with Tom Savage as his quarterback.
Tom Savage. Who's the other guy?
Was it TJ Yates?
Not Yates.
Anyways.
Brandon Whedon?
Was it Whedon?
Whatever it was a minute. You seen with Watson in Houston, it was dynamic.
And he has good chemistry with Kyler Murray, so.
Exactly. So their second year in. The first half of the season, not even really having chemistry other than practice, Deandre and Kyler look like one of the best duos in the NFL. So I think it'll carry over as long as Kingsbury can coach, keep it up, and doesn't fail second half of the season like he did this year. I think he'll top 5 easily.
Number 6.
Who do you have?
I got Mike Evans.
Okay, so this is where I have Justin Jefferson.
Ah,
Yeah, number 6, I got Justin Jefferson. You go ahead with Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. I don't even what like posted 1K yard every year he's been in the league. Did
Yeah,
with Jameis.
he put up numbers with
He
James.
put up numbers like always. Like I said before, whenever him and Marshawn go at it, always a battle. Love to see it.
Do you remember? I forgot who it was. It might have been. I think it might have been Hall when Mike Evans put him 6 feet in the dirt when he picked
I
him
don't
up and threw him to
remember
the
this.
ground.
I can't think of it off the top of my mind, but
I'm gonna find the clip and I'm gonna post it here. I'm gonna edit it in to show you. I think it was. I'm forgetting. I'm blanking. But he picked up a Bengal, picked him up, put him in the dirt. Pancake. Mike Evans is a dog, dude. I
Mike,
move on to 7. That's where I have Mike Evans.
I had Hopkins at 7.
Really? All right. Well, we touched on Hopkins. We touched on Mike Evans already. Who's your 8?
Um, Tyreek Hill.
That's my 8. I think with with Mahomes, you gotta argue top 5. The dynamic is ridiculous with
I mean,
Mahomes.
Tyreek has a track record. Like he had good stats with Alex Smith, so that's saying a lot.
That's true.
But
But
it's still
that's
determined
what
to be
Andy.
seen. It's still determined to see what he does with Tua.
Yeah. And who's
I'm not saying Alex Smith has a good deep ball, but I think it's a little bit better than Tua's. But I can't be too certain on that.
But Alex Smith really never threw deep either. You know,
Exactly.
we had him for a minute, and let me tell you something. I missed the guy terribly
Great
as a
guy.
49er.
He did not deserve some of the backlash he got.
He didn't. I think on some of our down years with Kaepernick, people started to miss him, especially seeing him go off and do very well in Kansas City.
My number 9 is gonna be kind of a cheat because I was torn between these two people, but I'm gonna let Arlo go first.
I have AJ Brown.
See, that's the thing. I had AJ Brown and Debo because their
Wow.
numbers are pretty similar within their 3-year careers. I know AJ Brown has 2 1,000-yard
Yeah.
seasons, and Debo only got the one breakout year last year. But Debo could have probably broke more than 1,400 if he wasn't being used as a wide back. Don't get me wrong. I like both guys coming out of the
And he
draft.
wasn't really throwing much at all.
Exactly.
Uh,
I like both guys coming out of the draft. I want Niners to take either one of them coming out of the draft. So
Yeah.
I know I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I'm choosing 2 guys at a 9 slot, but it was kind of hard to choose between both of them.
um, yeah. So which did you choose? It was AJ.
I think I'm gonna go with AJ for now.
Okay, so I have AJ at 9. You have AJ at 9. I wanted AJ Brown, but I also wanted Debo, just like you said. I think AJ Brown's definitely the better wide receiver to come out of Ole Miss that year, sitting with DK. Um, but regardless, yeah, like you said, I think I got to put AJ Brown there. And considering you said all that, I assume Debo's at 10.
Actually, you'd be surprised who I got at 10.
Really? So I
Yeah.
have Debo at 10.
You have Debo at 10?
Do you have Terry?
No.
Can I take a guess?
Yes, go ahead.
NFC?
NFC. It was a receiver I like coming out of the draft.
NFC
That I wish
East?
the Niners took.
NFC East?
Yes,
Is it CD?
it's CD.
Okay. I got CD at 11.
I think I had Terry at 11 too, because Terry's been putting up numbers with whoever he had at QB. But I'm gonna roll with CD. I know he's only played with Dak his whole career, but and now that and he did a lot of work when Cooper wasn't doing much.
Right.
And I still think CD can still be a top guy this year. Like he's gonna be the number 1.
Yeah, I like, I know last episode I talked a lot of shit about Mike McCarthy. But like last episode, I have Dak being uh number 9. Um, They have the weapons. Coach ain't really that much there. But if Dak could do his thing, give me CD at 11.
Because you can
have
line
my
them up
10.
anywhere.
Yeah. I got Debo at 10. You know,
I
there's
know I
not
kind
really
of cheated because I kind of had him and AJ Brown both at 9, and I didn't put Debo at 10. But it was kind of hard to choose between both of them.
he put up 77 receptions, 1,400 yards, 6 touchdowns. That's
Receiving.
Exactly.
Receiving.
Receiving. Kyle Shanahan, I'm not a fan of the way he manages teams, but he could fucking coach.
He's a great play caller. Let's
He
give props.
he schemes it up. I tip my hat off if I was wearing one, I do it. He goes off. He makes every Sunday interesting. Um, so that's the 10 wide receivers, Debo being my 10th. I will say, before we move on to the tight ends, if any of the 49ers watch this, and 49er fans, the reason why I'm mentioning this, because I want to get this out now. I've been skeptical on Trey Lance because of how much we gave up for him and where we took him. I feel like if we took him at 12 without giving up as much as we did, I'd be more comfortable with it. Because of how much we gave up, I do not like him. I'm just going to say it that. But I do want him to prove me wrong because he's a 49er. And if he could prove me wrong, I'll be very fucking happy.
I feel the same way.
Alright, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was the top 10 NFL 2022 wide receivers. We're excited to see the season. We had fun making the video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to like, share, subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that way whenever we post a new video, you guys can see it first. Yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace.